Hello, I'm still sick, so we're still just going to do 3 games in one video, and that's it for today. So it's going to be Wordle, Connections, and Minute Cryptic. Hopefully there's time for Minute Cryptic. We'll see. But that's the plan. All right. Yesterday we spun the wheel, and it said to start with horse. So that's what we're going to do. Horse. All right, not horse today. We have an S. I don't know. I feel like an ST and SL would be fine. Something like slant seems perfect. Gets a lot of common letters. Let's just guess that. Ooh. Okay. So is it stand? I guess it could be stang. Is stang actually a past tense or is it stung? I'm not sure. I think stang is like past perfect or something. Anyway. So stang seems like an option. Stank seems like an option. So even though it seems like we're good on this guess, stand, stank, stang, maybe. I think I'm going to go with stand first. All right. I'm going to do stank next because I'm positive that's a correct word. All right. We'll see if stang ended up being an option. All right, a little trappy there, but I had plenty of room, so I don't think I was in any danger. Before we do anything else, let's spin the wheel and see what tomorrow's word will be. Okay, it's going to be clock, suggested by Mr. Auckland Guy. So if you would like to follow along, tomorrow we'll be starting with clock. All right, let's go back and just look at the bot just for hard mode. I just want to see how people did today. Give me a 99 skill. That's nice. 4 is about average. So how many start with horse? 441. So it's a starting word beyond people following along. We've got stain as the most common follow-up. So getting 2 vowels, that seems fine. I think it's going to have a pretty similar result after stain. Stamp, sting, slant, a little lower than I thought it would be, but saint and slant were the top 2. It's interesting that saint is considered better than stain. Who knows why? Saint was very low compared to stain. Maybe because of the placement of the A. Who knows? All right, and then we were down to okay, stank, but not staying. Okay, so I don't know if staying would have been accepted, but yeah, it's not considered a common word. I kind of suspected. All right. Oh, it just does clasp stink. That's lucky. I don't get to see the cheater rate today. All right. 2.7, 24.5, 64.7, 89, 97.6% solve rate. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a trappiness to this. There's stack, there's stand, there's stalk. So if you have 4 out of the 5 letters, staying is actually a commonly guessed word. Swank, staff, stark, shink. Yeah, so you think, oh, I got 4 out of 5, I'm good, but it's a little trappy with certain greens. All right, cool. Well, let's just immediately move on to connections. We are finding 4 groups of 4. Oh, that was the bot. All right, let's do connections here. So I was just rearranging my tabs. We got magic wand, eclipse, top hat, donkey, tide, playing card, werewolf, boot, silver bullet, iron, cheese, green cheese. What's green cheese? Socket, panacea, thimble, and easy answer. This is interesting. I mean, we got silver bullet and werewolf, but like silver bullets are mythically kill werewolves. Like in certain versions, silver bullets often kill werewolves, but that doesn't seem like they would put them together. We do have a top hat and a thimble and an iron, which are Monopoly pieces. What is the 4th Monopoly piece? The boot. So I'm thinking Monopoly pieces here. I don't think that's purple, though. I am wearing purple. Let's see if we can figure out purple. Donkey, tide, playing card. Donkey makes me think of Shrek every time. I mean, there's plenty of other things donkey could be, though. Easy answer kind of sticks out. It makes me think we want to be maybe a color. I don't know. That would be like an easy question, though. Like, oh, we color easy questions green or something. But easy answer feels different. I don't know what to do with that. Maybe silver bullet and easy answer could go together. Like just something that's like the the not what am I trying to say? The weakness? I don't know. I don't know if weakness is the right thing, but like the place to target to get done quickly. I don't know. But what else would mean that? Is that Oh, this is like panacea. I think. I think I said panchea during my readout. Panacea isn't. I feel like panacea is like. I'm trying to remember what it means, but in my head it means like heavenly, but I'm not sure if that's true. Like the feeling of something being. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what it means though, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm trying to remember like a sentence that I've heard it used in. Um, we have socket, makes me think of wrench, socket wrench. I still don't know what green cheese is. Not something I'd want to eat. There's green eggs and ham, but that's not nothing to do with green cheese. There's cream cheese. So we have cheese and green cheese. So cheese could go in with silver bullet and easy answer, just like, oh, you cheesed it, like you cheated basically, but not. It's like on the line away from cheated. Like it's not directly cheated, but you like cheese it. Like you looked at the rules and you went, I can cheese this and stay within the rules, but do something unintended. But we still would need a fourth, which I don't know. Maybe panacea. So if these four went together, that still doesn't seem like purple. Tide? High tide, maybe? We still have magic. Oh, magic wand, actually. No, magic wand with easy answer, silver bullet, and cheese? Or maybe panacea. I'm not sure which. Okay, I have to figure out what's going on then. But I definitely think magic wand belongs in this category. We have eclipse still. Clearly, they're doing outdated IDEs. Let's see. Anyone still use Eclipse for Java development? Anyway. Eclipse. What would we do with that? Like solar eclipse? Like solar blank? I don't think so. Eclipse is a gum brand, isn't it? I don't think it's that. Could Eclipse be a laundry detergent brand? Because Tide is. I'm not sure. So what do we still need to use? We need to use Eclipse, Donkey, Tide, playing card. Actually, we need to use werewolf. We haven't used yet. Huh. What are you doing with werewolf? Iron we need to use. No, sorry, iron's part of Monopoly. I'm not sure. I think I might just go for the ones I already know. Okay, yeah, I'm going to abandon purple first because I don't know what's going on. We're going to do top hat, boot, thimble, and iron for Monopoly. That was blue? Okay. And we've got silver bullet, easy answer, not playing, magic wand. Now, do we think it's cheese or panacea? So I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but I usually don't. Like, I'm not all that familiar with the word. Remember, I used to know the definition, but it's been a while. So I don't think I can try this yet, unless I want to use a mistake up. Because it is one of these two. I don't know how commonly cheese is used for that. Like, it's used in the gaming community a lot, but maybe I should go for panacea instead. Yeah, okay. Quick fix. That was yellow. So we're down to purple and green. So green shouldn't be too hard to find, hopefully. Maybe green cheese is in it. I'm thinking there's like a story here that I'm not familiar with. Like we've got green cheese, we've got a werewolf and a donkey. I don't know. An eclipse as well. Like if these feel like elements of a story but I don't know what story it is. But that would leave tide, socket, playing card, and cheese. I think it feels like a things that to me. Just like random collection of items that happen to share some weird tangential property. What would it be? Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see if these are elements of a story. No, that's one away. Okay. So maybe I'm on the right track, but eclipse, donkey, werewolf. I can't help but notice that socket starts with sock. I don't think we have any others that start with clothing item though. Since I don't know what green cheese is, I feel like that's a story element. So maybe the donkey doesn't belong in the story element. Maybe a playing card does. I don't know. Playing card feels like great fodder for things that. Some property of playing cards. Just a single playing card. Socket, wrench, socket. Donkey. All right, well, if I try this with playing card instead of donkey, I'll at least be able to see if it's one away or not. That's still one away. So there's two options. Either playing card and donkey go with two of these, or these three go with some fourth one. And I doubt it's cheese. So if it isn't cheese, then we could just go for socket or tide. I do wonder if tide has something to do with like maybe something to do with the moon, right? Lunar eclipse, right? Like eclipse uses the moon. Werewolves change when they see the moon. Tide is affected by the moon. So I don't know if green cheese is affected by the moon, but associated with the moon. I don't know why green cheese is associated. Is that what the moon is supposed to be made of? It's made of cheese. Anyway, I have no idea what this one is. This is purple. Playing card. The only thing I think of is like the suits of a playing card, or one of the face cards, like associated with hearts or diamonds or spades or what am I like? Clubs or ace, king, queen, jack. I think it's jack. Yeah, I think these are all associated with jack. Like, is a male donkey a jack, like Jack and Jenny or something for male and female? There is Jack cheese. A playing card may be a jack. So something like may be a jack or something. I don't socket like a jack wrench or something. I don't know. Something to do with that. What jack might refer to. There we go. All right, I figured it out eventually. I really had to fish out the moon stuff though. I'm not familiar with the moon being associated with green cheese. Let's just look that up real quick. Moon green cheese. The moon is made of green cheese has a Wikipedia article. Statement referring to a fanciful belief that the moon is composed of cheese, and its original formulation is a proverb and metaphor for credulity with roots in fable. This refers to the perception of a simpleton who sees a reflection of the moon in water and mistakes it for a round cheese wheel. It is widespread as a folkloric motif among many of the world's cultures, and the notion has found its way into children's folklore and modern popular belief. Huh. There was never an actual historical belief that the moon was made of green cheese. All right. Extreme credulity. Got it. All right. Well, let's check with the bot to see how people did today. 62%. Yeah, I had a tough time. People are getting Monopoly first by far. The jack is tough, and so is green. Putting green cheese in green felt very meta. I'm not the only one who tried these two. They're not all that common. Most people tried putting cheese in instead of green cheese, which is interesting. Yeah, because I always just hear the moon's made of cheese, not the moon's made of green cheese. So maybe that got truncated at some point. First, people are getting blue, yellow, green. All right. I want to check what they rated it. They rated it 3.5. That's a very high rating. I haven't seen a 3.5 in a long time. All right. Well, let's try Minute Cryptic. This one's by Liam Runnels. Dropped Jacksonville's latest quarterback after non-pass. It's 4 letters. So, dropped feels like a deletion indicator. Jacksonville's latest feels like the last letter of Jacksonville. So we're dropping an E from something. And then quarterback. After is often a indicator to say to swap the order of 2 different things. So like the sentence works better with them swapped or whatever. Anyway, non-pass. Now at some point we need a definition. So I'm thinking pass would be our definition. So after non. Dropped. Dropped doesn't have to be a deletion indicator. It can just be saying, hey, drop the E after non and get none. But the problem is quarterback is doing nothing. So I don't think that's true. Like drop it in there. Right? But quarterback makes me think of like we're splitting that, where it's like back is an indicator and quarter. I wonder if quarter is also supposed to be an indicator, like take take the 1/4 of something, but we don't really have enough to do here. If Jacksonville's latest is an E, and we're dropping it from something, we'd be dropping it from quarterback. I mean, quarter backwards would be RETRAUQ. Which we can't remove an E from, but it really doesn't help us. I wonder if we're supposed to just take the last quarter of something, the quarter back. I don't know. I felt like I was getting it, but then it just sort of fizzled out. Like reading from left to right, it really feels like, okay, remove an E. Like this just says remove an E. But then quarter and back feel like they could be indicators. We just don't have enough fodder. After could be fodder. It's tricky if so, but maybe non-pass is our definition. If we remove the E from after, we get AFTR. Reversing it doesn't really help. RTFA. I don't know what quarter's doing. Quarter feels too long to be fodder. None. Well, my only thought is the answer is none. Like if you pass on something, then you want none of it. But no, that's not it. And again, it doesn't use the word quarterback. I feel like back we need to reverse something. Quarter we need to take a quarter of something. But we just unless let's see, drop. So maybe latest quarter. How long is Jackson? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is 12, so we can quarter at 3 letters. 3 letters would be LLE, but we do it backwards. So ELL. And it's dropped after none. Non. So what would mean pass? Well, tell, yell, tell, sell? Let's see, it would be sell, del, fell. I'm trying to figure out how we're getting a letter from non. One letter. Because I think this is it. We take the last quarter of Jacksonville, which is just LLE, and we reverse it to get ELL. And it's dropped as an inserted after whatever NON. How I just don't understand how NON becomes one letter. But if we can do that, then the definition would be pass. Sell bell. So if you pass, you did well, I suppose. Nope. I don't really want to just check every letter. I feel like that's kind of goes against the point of this game. I wonder if a hint would give me this letter, if it would. I don't know. I feel like I'm like this close, but I don't understand how NON becomes a letter. Unless it's Nell. Like, I don't know. Is non a letter in French or something? I don't know if this is it then. I don't know how to turn non into a letter. Latest quarterback. So 3, 3. Yeah, I did the math right. After. Can I think of any word that would mean pass that ends in ELL? Tell is a word. Yell is a word. Sell is a word. Dell, fell. There's too many. Bell. If I knew that the letter hint would give the first letter, then I take that. The other thought I have is to take the fodder hint to see if it gives an explanation for NON as fodder. Because I'm expecting the fodder to just be Jacksonville and NON. So I think I'm going to have to take that hint. Dropped? Oh. Okay. Dropped is our definition. Why didn't I think about that? I was thinking about drop being part of a fodder, like it would be dropped ... after. Non-pass is one letter. Is that what it says? Short substitute. Non-pass. Oh, an F is a non-pass. So if you dropped it, it dropped, you fell. Oh, so it was fell. Oh, I was so close to getting it without a hint. Dropped was the definition. Why didn't I think about that? I was so stuck on it being part of it being an indicator of some kind. I just from the very start thought it was an indicator. It just didn't occur to me to take a step back and look to see if that was a definition. All right, well, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.